Hey guys, welcome back to Choose Your Own Path. Today, I wanted to show you something different. A little different, not too crazy different, but different enough. So, I showed you before, you can see up on the top there, I started collecting these. Now, they're not Lego. They are, you know what, there is no name to it that I know of because it's probably a Chinese-based product. I'm going to give you a look at what it is. And you can see that pretty much, but big glare. But they're Star Wars, and this is Luke Skywalker. This is the one where he was fighting, I guess, with Darth Vader kind of thing, you know what I mean? It says on it, ages 3 plus, that's me, and it's Lego compatible. There's an SJK, and it's PG-679 on them, and they all have different dash numbers on it, so obviously these are the characters of what they buy, what they're selling. So what happened was I went to the store that I found out here in Winnipeg, and I saw these things, and I thought, I'm going to start collecting them, because they're kind of cool. They're, like, Lego's a lot more expensive, the characters of the Legos. If you can see the character, they're pretty cool. Like, I mean, I would say this is a Lego, but it's not. It's compatible because it fits on a Lego. The thing is it's a knockoff brand. I'm sure it's from China or something. I'm sure that's where they buy it from. I never asked. I don't care because they're selling them. They could sell them, you know, do whatever you want with them. I spoke to them. I got a couple other ones. I just got Princess Leia and the Darth Cities and a couple up there. So anyway, I was speaking to them and I asked them a couple of questions, not much, but one thing that came up was how they displayed theirs, and this is not their idea. This has been on the internet for a long time. You could search, Google it, shadow boxes, and how people display their characters. Now, what I did was, we had our Black Friday, so I went to Michael's, and I picked up 4 of these. These are 8x8, and they are shadow boxes. Like, you gotta look for the shadow box when it's clear, because you want them thick and deep enough, right? Okay. So what I did was I bought that, and then same kind of concept with what that store was doing. I'm not going to mention the store's name because it's not a big deal. I'm not stealing their product or anything like that. I'm just basing this on what I think is going to be cool. So I took a picture and I downloaded it, and I brought it to Walmart, and I got an 8x8. Had to do a little bit of a trimming to it. And then what we did was we took the backing out of the frame, and you'll also see that there's a kind of a blackish, kind of a foamy thing. I think it's too thick, and I didn't really want to play with it because you can see there was hot glue on it, and it was just garbage. So you got to take that out and then scrape off the back. And then what we did was we took our picture, and I just took some Mod Podge. Mod Podge is great. It dries fairly quick and everything. And what I did was I placed it on here. So now it's stuck. See what I'm getting at? It's gonna be cool. Trust me. Then what I did was we have a box, like we have thousands of Legos from when my boys were young, my little girl, more for my boys. And I just took what was sort of, you know, comparable to the lightsabers, and I went red for Darth Vader, and obviously green for Luke in this one because of the lightsabers. And what I was thinking of doing, and they've done this too, and I'm going to do it myself, and bring it down, was I'm going to place them in the shadow box, but I want them to stay. Now, they're not going to be permanent, because if I ever did want to take them out and change them up, that's fine. I could do that too. So what I'm doing is I'm placing them. You can see I drew a little line there where I wanted them to go, and I'm going to put Luke here and then Darth Vader beside him so that you can see what it is. The only thing is it's a little bit more difficult to have these things placed on here if you know, if all the characters are around. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'll take them off. And what I was thinking is, at first I was thinking I was just going to glue them and stuff like that, and I thought, that might be a good idea. So what I did was I figured I'm going to take some crazy glue, see how that works. That's why I printed 2 of these out. And to the fact that if it works well, this will end up being, you know, out there for, I might even make a couple. If somebody was interested, I'd figure out the prices of them. You know, it's up to if somebody wants them or not. I don't know why that's in there. Just pull up the jaw. But let's see what happens. Now, I'm just going to take a little blob of crazy glue. And I really want this on here because I don't want this to fall apart. Okay. And I'm just going to line this up here on the paper. Get it quick enough because this stuff will go, it'll stick fast. There it is. And it's stuck. It's there. Now you're hoping that that's straight on the line and going good. And I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm good. So we'll go with the red. And we'll do the same thing. Making sure that we can get it exactly on there. Hopefully this lines up. That's why I put the line there. Sort of. I measured it out so that it would fit. I'm just hoping it doesn't set it on crooked. That would be the shitty thing. And I don't know, it looks pretty straight. And just to make sure that the glue sets, so you don't want that to come off. And it seems like there's a little bit of an issue there. But you don't. Basically, once these guys are on here, they won't come off, right? They shouldn't. But just to make sure, I'm going to set a little bit more glue. It's the red one I think came off a bit. Make sure that I have that set good. I think that's a lot better. Sorry, it's noisy. My printer in the background is still going. I'm printing a Stormtrooper helmet. Alright, so since now we have those on, and you know, just by touching them, I think that will be pretty solid. I think so. I'm hoping. I mean, this is an experiment for us. We're going to try it anyway. So then what you're going to do is take your character and carefully, I'm not crazy gluing them to, but you could, because it's probably going to be something on here forever, which is good, but I don't think it's going to fall. And what you want to make sure is you make sure you have them in the right positions. Alright, so positions meaning, you know, where you want him to stand, make sure his hands are out and whatever. That's good. Then we're going to take our frame, and all we're going to do, these frames have that little clip on the clip on the top. See, that's where your nail goes on when you're gluing it, or when you're putting it to the wall. So we're going to hope this stays good. And all we're going to do is we're going to place our character back in the box. We're going to lock them up. Just lock a couple of them up just so that you can see it. We'll lock the rest of after. Now I'm thinking that's why that backing was on here, because it makes it a lot more solid and not moving. But what do you guys think of that? Let's take a look at this. Isn't that a cool way to display your characters? I mean, I think this is gonna work. I really do. I think this is a hit. Like, to me, if somebody was offering me something like this, I'd be like, yeah, the picture's good quality. It's, you know, if you have your own Lego characters, why not? You know, you can turn around and put them on there yourself. Or, I mean, if you're looking to buy one of these, I mean, and say somebody to make it like myself, these characters, you would never know the difference. Like, I'm sure the Star Wars characters have maybe something of sort, but like I said, these come from, they're sold here, so they're legal. I mean, it must be something to do with maybe the coloring of maybe, or something that gives them that, you know, that fine line of not drawing the attention to copyright or plagiarism or whatever you want to call it for stuff like this. The picture's a picture. Anybody can download the picture. That's not illegal. You know, I'll help people out if they want to buy something like this. I think it'd be cool because some people just don't have the time and or, you know, the knowledge, or where the hell do you get this? And they have tons of character. I'm making this one probably for myself, you know, whatever. And I'm thinking, let me get this. Here what we have is the real difference. This is actually a Lego piece. These ones you can purchase at the store. And yeah, here you go. Which one is real? Which one's the real Lego? Come on, please stand up. This is the real Lego. This isn't. And to me, it looks pretty cool. Now, I'm thinking of doing another scenario with these guys where I can, you guys crooked. What I'm thinking of doing is another kind of scenario, which I think this is cool, is doing something like getting a picture of the Millennium Falcon and then putting him in the center and maybe having, you know, Han Solo and Chewbacca on each side of it. I think it'd be a wicked ass cool way to display your guys. So, yeah, it's just my way of doing things. I mean, I'm sort of copying somebody, but I'm not. Like, there's nothing illegal about this. It's on the internet and everybody does it. But I think that's just a wicked way to hang that on your wall and go, wow, that's like from the movie. You got Darth Vader, you got Luke Skywalker. It's cool. And you know what? It's not only these characters. We're talking about different characters that they have for everything. Like, they had the Sesame Street, they had the Avengers, and then they have the Bad Batch, and they have all those guys. So if it's something that you're looking forward and you want, you know, maybe a Christmas present, hit me up. You know, shoot me a message, and we can talk. I'll let you know what I think they're worth and what I can make them for, and then plus shipping. That would be a great thing too. But I mean, you know, why not something different, right? So guess what? If I can do it, you can do it. Choose your own path, guys. Be good. All right. See you on the next one.